What are the other related fields and technologies that work in integration to a data warehouse?
Now, this is one of the important questions that somebody has to consider while talking about data warehousing. To a student, data warehousing is just, write some SQLs, create some code that writes data in there. In reality, the world of data warehousing is much, much more than that. In one of the previous questions, I explained the entire design journey from one end to another. Every single step of that journey is a related field. For example, people have a very good career as business analysts. People have a very good career as data modelers. Good data modelers are very much in demand, absolutely anywhere. Good ETL developers, good programmers. Then you have report designers. And there are two fields that are always ignored and which we have not discussed so far. First, we have to understand that all this process runs on an operating system. It is also important for somebody to understand the operating system. Most of the data warehousing applications run on a Linux-based, Unix-based, or an AIX-based system. It is a common trend in colleges that people do ignore these operating systems because they are difficult to learn and have other operational issues. Everybody more or less goes for a pirated copy of Windows, pirated copy of a database, pirated copy of a program compiler and all that stuff. When in reality, Linux is what the industry needs. Linux is what the industry is moving to because of its cost advantages and various security related features. Also, as an added point, Linux gives a student the benefit to get a registered software free of cost, and within Linux you have bundled every application. You have bundled databases, web servers, programming language, you name it, it's there. Web design tools, absolutely everything free of cost, no piracy. And as I said, that is what the industry is using, so that is the way to go. Another thing, now we talked about a lot of things. We talked about tools for data modeling, we talked about tools for ETL, which is the programming for data warehousing. We talked about the database itself, which forms a data warehouse, and we talked about reports. All these softwares are really large, really huge softwares. Seriously big in terms of cost, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of management. There is a real shortage in the industry for people who could administer these softwares. They are called system administrators. They are also called infrastructure management people. And that is also a role that I once played in one of my previous roles. So this part is the most technically challenging part in this entire chain. This part requires a person to understand the flow from one end to other end, understand the technology in depth. As I said, most techy, most geeky kind of a role, and yes, it pays well, and people are very much short in demand. Supply, sorry.